good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And what is becoming increasingly prevalent right throughout South Africa is a practice by criminals, and that's all they are, they're criminals, who stand on bridges with concrete blocks, and as a car goes underneath, they drop the concrete block in the car, hoping to hit the driver. They not only do it to truckies now, they do it to just about everybody. So driving a car in South Africa is a very, very dangerous activity. And anyone who lives in South Africa and who drives a car will be able to confirm what I'm saying. And please, in the comments below, put your views on this. These guys are not protesters, as the media try and suggest. I'm talking about the guys who are dropping the rocks on cars. They are criminals. Let's get our terminology right, because that's a crime. But in this article, it says, protesters hurled stones at motorists on Durban's busy N2 at Spaghetti Junction on Friday. The freeway has become a notorious spot for protest action, usually related to the lack of service delivery. Now, as far as I'm concerned, throwing stones and rocks at cars, that's not protesting. That's criminal. That's a crime. Anyway, they say the protest action came as thousands of holidaymakers made their way to the coast as the school spring break kicked off. Police spokesman Captain Nkwabeli Gwala said about 50 people embarked on protest action at about 1:30 p.m. They were throwing stones at the vehicles. The police are at the scene to stabilize the situation, Gwala said. Now, once again, I say that's not protesters. That's criminals. Let's get our language right. And, what happens when they actually hit the jackpot, especially with a big piece of concrete through someone's windscreen? Well, I'm going to show you some pictures. And this only happened in the last couple of days on the N4 in South Africa, near the Hartbeespoort Dam off-ramp, and that's very close to where Dirk van Vuren has his farm. The one we talked about, Philadelphia Ark. That's very close to this particular spot. A man is in stable condition after he sustained serious injuries to his face when a concrete block was thrown through the windscreen of his vehicle on the N4 highway on Friday evening. J.C. Roos's wife, Claudia, told the paper on Sunday, "The doctor told me we're really lucky that his neck didn't break." The couple and their 1-year-old daughter were travelling to Welkom, Free State, from their Rustenburg northwest home when the concrete block was thrown at their vehicle after they exited a bridge when they took the N4 Hartbeespoort Dam off-ramp. The family were going to see Claudia's mother. Claudia said she looked at her husband who was driving immediately after the concrete block hit him and saw that he lost consciousness. The concrete block hit him really, really hard. And there's a twist in all this. I mean, this is the opportunism of these criminals on the road. It's absolutely disgusting. She added that reconstructive surgery would be necessary as his face is really badly injured. The nightmare, however, did not end there for Claudia. While she attempted to flag down vehicles for assistance, she was approached by a would-be armed robber. She said, "There was a guy who pointed a gun at me and asked me for money, and I told him he can take everything, and I asked him not to shoot any of us." The armed man allegedly fled after getting a look at Claudia's injured husband. The mother of one added that she was also angry with the motorists who failed to stop when she tried to flag them down for help. She said, "Couldn't they see I was just in an accident? Why didn't they stop and help me? I was the only one who was able to help JC and my child." Her mother-in-law came to her aid and brought to an end the longest 30 minutes of Claudia's life. Claudia also pleaded for people to keep her husband in their prayers for him to make a speedy recovery. Now, there's an image of the husband. I'm not going to put it in. It's not good. But I will add a couple of pics where you'll see the size of this concrete block that these criminals, these thugs, threw through the windscreen that hit him in the face. It's absolutely appalling. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Please ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video, and above all, stay safe, especially when you're on the road. Just watch those bridges and see who's on them. Cheers, guys. I'll also attach an audio. It's actually the wife of the man who was hit by this huge concrete block, and she's describing his condition, which is not good. He's been operated on this week, and he's in intensive care, and he's got one of those things that makes sure that he can breathe through his throat. And she also says, listen guys, please be so careful, because bridges are now hotspots. You know, if they're just looking over the edge and they got rocks, you got to be so careful. This is welcome to the new South Africa. Okay, here comes the images and then the audio with the wife speaking. She is speaking in Afrikaans, so I do apologize, but it is what it is. All right, guys, take care.
Goeiemôre julle almal hier op die groep. Dis Erika hierso. Ek wil net na aanleiding van Vrydag wat met ons kinders gebeur het daar by die brug wat hulle die konkreetblok deur die bakkie gegooi het, vir julle terugvoering gee hoe dit met JC gaan. Hy's daar in Milpark Hospitaal. Hulle het wel sy kakebeen so lank kon heg en 'n kiestand wat uitgebreek het wat in die long vasgesteek het, die het hulle ook kon uithaal, anders sou hy versmoor het. Hulle het 'n trachea moes insit want hy het verskeie en vreeslike gesigsfrakture. So hy haal op die oomblik deur pype asem en hy's in die trauma ICU daar in Milpark. Dit gaan goed met hom, sy gesig is net baie geswel en hulle moet die swelsel afkry want hy word Woensdag geopereer deur die spesialis om te kyk om verdere hegtings in die gesig te doen. Die borskas is reg, sy nek is reg. Die moontlike breinbesering het ons nog nie finaliteit gekry oor die swelling oor die hele gesig nie, maar dit sal ons seker ook Woensdag kry. Maar hy is onder sedasie die hele tyd en hy reageer as ons met hom praat. Maar ek wil net vir elkeen sê wat 'n boodskapie gestuur het of wat julle net ons in julle gedagtes onthou en in julle gebede, dat ons net aanhou bid dat my kind gesond sal word en ek glo en vertrou die Here se hand is oor hom. Maar ek wil ook baie dankie sê vir almal wat ons bystaan en wat sommer net daar is vir ons. Maar ek sal weer vir julle laat weet hoe my kind vorder en ek wil ook net vir elkeen sê, asseblief, wees versigtig as julle ry, dag of nag. Kyk maar, wees paraat en wees oplettend as jy naby 'n brug moet kom. Dit kan so maklik gebeur en nou dat dit gebeur het met JC, hulle kom maar so baie mense tevore met wie dit al gebeur het en dalk nie so erge manier nie, maar ons verstaan net nie hoe baie gebeur dit en mense meld dit glad nie aan nie of rapporteer dit glad nie so. Maar daai is definitief 'n hotspot waar dit gebeur het. Ek was by Brits Polisiestasie Saterdag, het die saak aangemeld en toe het die kolonel vir my gesê, dit is 'n hotspot en hulle gaan daadwerklik 'n poging aanwend om na mense aan te keer. So ja, wees maar versigtig as jy ry, maak nie saak watter brug waar nie. Enige tyd kan met enige iemand gebeur. Dankie, lekker dag, lekker week vir die van julle almal.